this, the Hard Knocks. And I said for years and years, Hard Knocks has been a hard pass. It's just not that interesting. I'm fascinated with the Bears, and part of the reason I'm fascinated, because I think they're dysfunctional, and I think they don't even make sense. They have no 4,000-yard passing seasons. They've never had a great quarterback. You live in the belly of that. Your listeners. So right now, do they believe, they've been heartbroken so many times, Danny. Do they think Caleb is going to pivot them into a Packer level, at least level of offensive football?
This has to be it, Colin. I mean, they tried with Mitch Trubisky. They tried with Justin Fields. They tried with Rex Grossman. They tried with Cade McNown. They tried with Jay Cutler. They've done every other version of this sort of thing. So if it can't be with the number one pick, which they've never done before at quarterback, one of the best quarterback prospects we've ever seen, entering a 7-win team. The Bears, this wasn't their number one pick. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet, an average to above average offensive line, which should be a good, if not great, Bears defense. I mean, if this version of the Bears rebuild doesn't work, then I might actually start believing in curses.
So the NFL.
Okay. So let's talk about that, because I find this whole conversation so interesting, because obviously I'm very connected to the viewers and the subscribers. That's why I really take a lot of pride in this channel of having that type of level of engagement. And so I straight up asked Chicago Bears fans, like, what do you all want? What are you expecting? And it's been such a fascinating journey, because from the very beginning, back when they got the number one pick, before Caleb Williams was picked, you absolutely undeniably had a lot of Chicago Bears fans saying, we don't want Caleb, keep Justin Fields. Justin Fields is for real. Caleb Williams could be a bust. A lot of Chicago Bears fans did not want him. Now that he obviously was drafted, they are all in on Caleb Williams. All in, all in, all in. Caleb Williams is going to surpass Patrick Mahomes, pass Tom Brady. He is for real. He is king. The expectations for the Bears this season are through the roof, especially from the fans. I have no idea what the players expect. I have no idea what the front office, what the coaching staff does, because we don't know, right? But the fans are expecting true levels of success immediately. They saw what CJ Stroud has done. They saw what Brock Purdy has done. And they're saying Caleb Williams is better than both of them. And that those teams, the Chicago Bears, the team itself as constructed, should be better than the 49ers or the Houston Texans of the previous seasons. So that they should have even more success. I mean, the true expectations. You have some fans that are absolutely like, hey, you know what? As long as Caleb proves to be him and they show a lot of progress, I'll be happy with 9 wins, whatever. And other people are like, hey, I'll be happy with just like a playoff win. And then a lot of the fans are like, dude, NFC Championship, like without a doubt. And then you have other people that are like, they're getting to a Super Bowl. This is a great team, great O-line, great weapons, great quarterback, great coach. And a lot of people, the other thing that I really learned is that they're very high on Eberflus. Like, they think that he's a great coach, that he's held everything together considering the circumstances. And the fan base seems really, really high on him, which is really, really interesting. I'm going to be doing another video about Eberflus's runway with Caleb and unpack that a little bit more. So we'll just kind of shelve that. If you're seeing this video posted, that means that the other video most likely has been posted or will be posted tomorrow. So definitely take a look. But I just think that the expectations are, right? Like, and it's funny because he said, if this doesn't work out, then I'll believe in curses. And I can get that from a fan base, right? Where if you're just like, if Caleb Williams doesn't work out, right? Like, if Caleb Williams ends up not really being what a lot of people think he will be, and then Justin Fields ends up tearing it up, that'll be just, I don't know how you could ever bounce back from that. I mean, like, that will devastate a fan base for decades. Honestly, it just will. I mean, it'll just haunt you forever. Obviously, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think the Chicago Bears are going to have wild levels of success. And it's funny because Colin said, Packers level of success. And the fans are expecting well beyond the Packers, right? They are expecting to have a top offense in the NFL for years to come. Not just this season, but for years to come. The fans are absolutely super high on the personnel, the coaching staff who they have. They're super high on the roster itself. Caleb Williams, their schedule. I mean, they're ready to go. I mean, a lot of people think that they're going to sweep the entire division, that they're gonna own the Detroit Lions, that they're going to own the Green Bay Packers and own Minnesota. I think it's going to be a tough division. I think, like every other quarterback, Caleb Williams, every other rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams is going to have ups and downs, right? Like, I just think that's a guarantee. I just don't think that he is going to play perfect football every single game his rookie season. Patrick Mahomes, as a seasoned veteran at this point, doesn't play perfect football every single game. But I can tell you that a lot of fans are like, people do not realize how legit this team is going to be, that it is going to shock the NFL, which would be fascinating to me, quite honestly. I mean, to be able to witness that and be part of that would be really exciting. To see someone just, if the Chicago Bears can truly hit the ground running and can absolutely just prove how fast things can turn around. Like, let's say the Chicago Bears actually make it to the NFC Championship game. Just that alone, let's not even go to the Super Bowl just yet. Let's just say they make it to the NFC Championship game. That will blow everyone out of the water. That will disrupt virtually every fan and media's views of what it takes to build a good team. It's already pretty much, for the most part, all in on trying to get a quarterback. But if Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears get to the NFC Championship game, I think that teams will no longer be playing any games with the Dak Prescotts, the Kirk Cousins, the Baker Mayfields. They will no longer mess around with that. They will rather be awful for a couple of years and keep trying in the draft. It would just be like, especially after the rookie deal, right? Like, after that, it's like, if your quarterback doesn't get you to the NFC Championship game on his rookie contract, they'll be just like, listen, he's a great quarterback, but I'm not paying him. And at this point, it'll be like $70 million a year by the time those things start to unfold. Now, 65, 70, they're going to be like, no, we're not doing it. This guy's a great quarterback, yes, but you know what? We're better off just trying to keep hunting in the draft. We're just going to keep hunting. We're actually going to double down. We're going to expand our resources. We are going to be scouting quarterbacks from the age of 14. Like, it's just going to go all in on quarterback. And like I said, for the most part, it already is, but you will have teams that will just no longer want to do that. They're not going to entertain, well, we can get Kirk Cousins for $45 million a year. It's like, nope, not enough. We need to just keep going. We need to just find someone who is truly him, and you just keep going through quarterbacks. If they don't get you to the NFC Championship game or a Super Bowl within their rookie deal, it's like, all right, we're moving on. We're not going to pay this guy that much money. We're not going to do that. We're not going to now hold back our roster. We're going to let him go. He's going to go somewhere else maybe, and we're going to draft someone else. We're going to play that game. I could see that taking over the NFL if Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears just boom. Even if they get to a Super Bowl, because think about it. I think the Dallas Cowboys are the perfect parallel to this. Because look at what the Cowboys have been trying to do with Dak Prescott for years now. Years and years and years. They can't even get to the NFC Championship game. Dak Prescott is a really good quarterback. Not great, not elite. Has moments where he does great things. Has moments where he does elite things. But it's kind of proving not to be enough. And that should be a scary thing. Because when you see someone as good as Dak and you're like, well, that's not good enough to get us over the hump. And then you have Caleb Williams enter the league, rookie year, with an organization that has historically recently struggled for years and couldn't do anything. And now immediately, just like that, they finally get the quarterback and they get to the Super Bowl. They win the Super Bowl. They get to the NFC Championship game. It'll just blow people away. Because you've been trying to do this with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys with a really great roster, and they can't do it. I just think people would lose their mind, and teams would be so much more willing, and fans would be so much more willing to say, move on from the quarterback. Move on from this guy. They would be like, nope, don't need Dak. Nope, don't need Kirk Cousins. Trying to think of any other quarterback. Baker Mayfield. Nope, don't need Baker. Right? I think they would just move on. So it definitely has the potential, and that's why I'm really excited to watch. It has the potential to be one of the most earth-shattering, I don't know if I want to say earth-shattering, but one of the more shattering viewpoints that could happen if the Chicago Bears have such high levels of success. I think it would be very similar to a degree as to what the world was experiencing, the NFL the NFL world for that matter, when they saw Patrick Mahomes. They were like, oh, this is what quarterbacking can look like. Oh, this is a guy who's mobile, who can also throw perfect balls, can extend plays, can rush for yards. Like, he can do it all. Like, that's what we want. We thought a mobile quarterback was like a Michael Vick. No, we know it's the Patrick Mahomes. And then it was just like everyone's trying to look for variations of a Mahomes. And now if you are a pocket passer, it's like, we're not that interested. That's like a thing of the past. So I just think that that's what would happen with Chicago Bears and the Cowboys. It would force every single team to reassess how they build their teams, how they approach the draft, how long they linger on an individual player, which would just have massive repercussions around the NFL. Bryce Young, nope, you're not good enough. Get out of here. I know we drafted you number 1. Whatever. Goodbye. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, you showed some signs. We think you're pretty good, but nope, not good enough. We're not paying you $60 million a year. You're not getting $200 million. Tua, hey man, we love you. You're a great person. Sorry, you didn't have success enough. Nope. Moving on. That's what would happen. Which then I don't know what the heck. I mean, do we start living in a world where Trevor Lawrence and Tua and Dak are backup quarterbacks? Because it's like, yeah, we know Dak is better than this rookie quarterback, but you know what? We got to see what he's gonna do, and we pay this guy for nothing. Like, I don't know. It could be fascinating. And then if people are going all in on these rookie contract quarterbacks, then it'll bring the pay down. These quarterbacks will no longer be commanding the $60 million. Like I said, it's only going up. So eventually it's going to be $70 million. And it would go down then, because it would be less. You would be paying the Patrick Mahomes of the world that amount of money, although he always takes friendly deals, rightfully so. But the other guys, right? Like if Dak Prescott, if we start to live in an NFL world where like a Dak Prescott can even get that $55-60 million contract, that brings down everything, which then helps you build better teams. So I'm really fascinated to see how this all unfolds. I really, really am. I think the Chicago Bears will have high levels of success. Whether or not they're going to just shatter the NFL world and light it on fire, I have no idea, but I am all for the excitement. I think it's totally okay to hype it all up and have fun with it, especially in June. What else are we doing, right? Might as well be positive and optimistic and just have fun with it all. And if it ends up not happening, then we'll talk about it. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think? Do you think that Caleb Williams will finally change the tides for the Chicago Bears? And do the Chicago Bears have the potential to just make history and just blow everyone out? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of, and I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.